Ever since I was younger, I've always wanted a six-pack. You know how it is when you're younger. You want to attract your crush, you want to become more attractive, you want to impress all your homies. But when it came to working out and training, I had no idea what I was doing. I would watch Chris Heria's ab workout video and then I would train it a couple of times and I got frustrated because my abs wouldn't show. But seriously, even after a few years of doing sports, going into the gym, I would still only manage to get my abs to look like a 4-pack. But now boys, I figured it all out and I got my abs to start coming in at 16 years old. And now they look even better. But hey, it's definitely a huge improvement. So yeah, in this video, I'm gonna give you some juicy information I wish I had when I first started training to get my abs. And remember, I got you. So let's dive right in. Abs are made in the kitchen. Here's a simple way to put it. When we think about a six-pack, we think about well-defined and clean set of abs in the mirror. But what most people don't know is that we already have abs developed into our bodies. The reason why you're not seeing them is because they're covered in layers of jelly rolls. So for many of you watching this video, this means that a good diet will be more effective than watching some 5-minute ab workouts from Instagram. This is because ab workouts mainly serve to define and tone out your abs, but a diet is what makes your abs. Remember, abs are made in the kitchen. But yeah, to get rid of your jelly rolls, you want to aim to around 14 to 16% body fat. If you don't know what that looks like, here's a picture to kind of guide you. It's not accurate, but it works. For me, when I first started working out in middle school all the way up to my high school freshman year, I was still around 16 to 17% body fat because I ate too much. But when I started eating fewer calories, I was able to drop that to around 14% body fat. And this is when my abs started to pop out and become visible. I will be honest though, this took me around 3 years because it took me a while to figure it out, and I really love food. So I didn't realize how important a diet was to getting some abs. So since many of you need to reduce your body fat, I'm going to tell you a simple method to calculate your daily calorie intake. I like to use this chart from my boy Alex Hormozy. Okay, so on this chart, pick a number to the left depending on how fast you want to lose weight. 7 being the fastest and 12 being the slowest amount of weight loss. Once you have chosen your number, you're going to multiply it by your body weight in pounds. So for me, I currently weigh roughly 153 pounds. So if I want to lose weight moderately, I'll multiply it by 12, and that's roughly 1,836 calories a day. It just depends on how fast you want to get those abs to show. But also as a teenager, you want to be careful. And I would recommend choosing a number at 11 or 10 because you don't want to start off too fast. And as you get more comfortable, then you can choose a lower number, but I recommend 10 to 11 for now. Just remember to pay attention to how you feel throughout the day. If you're starving, if you have no energy, then I would recommend to raise the number. If you feel perfectly fine, then you can just go to like 9, 8, or 7. Your body is still developing and growing, so you don't want to deprive it of any nutrients. And I haven't really gone over the specifics, but try to find a well-balanced diet. You want to try to aim for cleaner foods. And I understand there's some good foods out there, so it's okay to eat bad every now and then. Even I still struggle with this because, you know, food is just bussin'. But you need to make sure to get back on track and keep continuing your progress. And of course, you can't miss out on your protein. I know you heard this about 100 times, but protein is really important to fuel your muscles to grow and repair, and will speed the process at which your muscles grow. It's kind of like cashing out for all the hard work you put into your workouts. A general guide is to multiply your body weight by 1, and that's your daily grams of protein you should be consuming. And I recommend to really keep up with this amount of protein on days you're active and you're sore, and you want to spread it out throughout the day. Addressing exercises. Earlier, I mentioned that abs are made in the kitchen, but that does not mean that ab exercises aren't necessary. This is because your abs are just like any other muscle and you need to train them in order for them to get stronger. And you should really do core exercises if you care about that core strength, stability, and extra definition. Some exercises I like to do are some crunches, plank holds, sit-ups, and leg raises. And I recommend throwing in between 2 to 3 ab exercises after each of your workouts, so then it's not too much volume and you can just get it out the way. Once those ab exercises start getting too easy, you can progress to harder variations like the L-sit, hanging leg raises, and the V-sit. Genetics. Alright, so now you know how getting abs actually works, but I also want to go over something very important. I know many of you want to have abs like those anime characters, Greek gods, or fitness influencers that have insane genetics, but you have to realize that your abs depend upon your genetics. I did some digging on the internet and I found that only 20% of people can get an 8-pack, 60% of people can get a 6-pack, and 15% of people are given a 4-pack. And this is just an estimate, but it sounds relatively accurate. Even though you may not have the best ab genetics, your abs will drastically improve by lowering your body fat percent, and people will still admire you for that hard work you put into your abs. And you're in good shape. I would much rather you guys become more active and start working out instead of cutting or bulking with large amounts, because body is still growing and developing and it needs nutrition. Now that y'all have everything you need to get abs, I expect all of you to try your best and go get some nice abs. If you start now, in a few months you'll be surprised from how far you've came. If you still need some guidance to knowing certain workouts, avoiding certain foods, you should check out my custom training plan, which I customize a routine for you for $20. It also includes how many calories you should be aiming for and your protein intake, along with foods to avoid. If you want to learn skills and you have certain equipment, don't worry. I also included progression videos, proper form, and stretches. It is said that only 2% of people on this earth have a visible 6-pack, so why not try your best to become part of the 2% along with me? Peace.